Hello, I am the cartoonist M. Rashid. Today's cartoon was inspired by a comment made by the typical white racist figure under one of my videos. Part of his comment was he was mentioned Oprah and her billionaire status as proof that the Black American former slave class are lazy, just all the typical stereotypes they say. That the fact that this particular outlier figure is who she is, it means magically that we're not economically oppressed because you pick this one person out of the group. And what it reminds me of is Antonio Moore, the co-founder of the ADOS movement and nonprofit foundation. He wrote this article back in 2014 called The Decadent Veil. And the point of the article was to highlight the not only the nature of the immense racial wealth gap between white America and the Black Americans, but that there's a marketing campaign decades old showing the illusion of taking those kind of Black celebrity outlier figures and holding them up as if they represent the group. And there's part of Antonio's article particularly relevant to certain points that I've been making over this last few videos. I'm going to read you a little bit of it. He says, "The veil created by mass media, sports organizations, and our own psyche in Black America is one of safety through presentation. It is an inversion of the same model implemented by Dr. Martin Luther King so many years ago, except where Dr. King instilled global empathy by showing images of Bull Connor's disciples water hosing Black teenagers. Instead, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver hands Black teenagers million-dollar deals, and ESPN then projects that as a normal image of Black life across the globe, creating apathy for Black America's truly dire financial straits." So that's another point added to the mass media marketing machine that's projecting these images that are detrimental to the Black American. So we are a wealthless bottom caste group in this country we built. We've been continuously abused and exploited and plundered to uphold the decadent lifestyle of white Americans, especially the 1% class. So when you cover that up by this false imagery of us, like Antonio said, Dr. Martin Luther King was showing empathy for us by showing these images of like what was actually going on in our communities. So the lesson for the bad guys is to show the opposite, so that when we like demand our debt be paid so that we're finally made economically whole, white America responds like, "You're already rich." We see like the illusion that they have is that we all have lucrative NBA contracts, and we all have our own own the rights to or at least partial rights to our like syndicated reality TV shows and stuff. Like, so we don't need reparations. That's the illusion that Hollywood is beaming out to everybody. And this figure who showed up talking as nonsense and ignorant talking points at me in my comments to my video the other day is doing that exact same thing without skipping a beat, like it's a real thing. Meanwhile, he's speaking from two places. One, pure willful ignorance and stupidity, and on the other, weaponized this weaponized illusion of the media, using it to pretend that we are not in the position that we're in from centuries of systemic racism. So that's the direct inspiration for this particular cartoon. I'm gonna link Antonio's article in the description here so you can see what the actual numbers look like. And this was pre-COVID. He had, the article shows that he had last updated it in 2017, but once the COVID era hit, you saw your list of favorite billionaires and the gigantic windfalls of double and triple their net worth that they did working those grifts and schemes during the pandemic. So whatever they're doing measurably higher, you could best believe that the Black Americans are eating it even worse during the same time period. You've already seen that in the news. So, peace.